My dad threw me out of the house on Thanksgiving Day. While everyone else was carving turkey and laughing around the table, I was standing on the porch with nothing but a backpack, shivering in the cold. But here's the thing, he thought he broke me that night. He had no idea I'd come back stronger, and when I finally got my revenge, let's just say Thanksgiving was never the same for him again. If you've ever been underestimated or betrayed by your own family, then you already know how deep that pain cuts. Hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready, because this is the story of how I turned heartbreak into the sweetest revenge. I grew up in a small town, the kind where everyone knew each other's business. On the outside, my family looked picture perfect. My dad was this respected guy, always smiling at church, always shaking hands at the grocery store. But behind closed doors, he was a different man. Strict, cold, and always reminding me I wasn't good enough. Thanksgiving was supposed to be our one day of peace. The smell of roasted turkey, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, my mom bustling in the kitchen, my cousins running around the living room. But every year, Dad found a way to turn it into a stage, a place to humiliate me in front of everyone. This year, though, it went further than ever. I was 19. I had just dropped out of college after struggling with tuition and mental health. I thought maybe Thanksgiving would be a chance to reconnect, to breathe. Instead, Dad used it as a weapon. We all sat at the long wooden table. Plates piled high, laughter bouncing off the walls. Then my dad cleared his throat. Everyone went silent. He looked at me with that smug grin and said, "So, Evelyn, tell everyone how you failed out of college. Wasting money. Wasting your life. You're just a burden." The words hit me like knives. My face burned. Forks froze mid-air as my aunts and uncles exchanged awkward glances. My little cousin whispered, "What's a dropout?" I wanted to disappear. But Dad wasn't done. He slammed his fist on the table and said, "You don't belong in this house anymore. Pack your things. Get out." Just like that, in front of my entire family, on Thanksgiving Day, he threw me out. I remember stepping onto the porch, the night air biting my skin. The sound of laughter inside, muffled by the door he'd just slammed in my face. My heart pounded. My chest ached. Tears blurred my vision. But under all that pain, something else sparked. Rage. That night, sitting alone at the bus stop with a single backpack, I promised myself one thing: I will not be his failure. I will make him eat every single word. I didn't know how yet. But I knew one day I'd get the last laugh. The first few months were hell. I couch surfed at friends' places, worked 2 part-time jobs, one at a coffee shop, another cleaning offices late at night. Every time exhaustion threatened to swallow me, I replayed his words, "You're a burden. You don't belong." Instead of breaking me, they fueled me. I saved every dollar I could. Enrolled in community college part-time. Picked up freelancing gigs online. Slowly, painfully, I built my independence brick by brick. And then, an idea hit me. My dad's pride wasn't in his family. It was in his image. Every Thanksgiving, he invited neighbors, relatives, colleagues. He loved showing off. What better way to get revenge than to expose him at his own table? So I waited. 3 years. 3 long years of working, grinding, building myself up. Until finally, I was ready. Thanksgiving, 3 years later. By then, I wasn't the girl with nothing but a backpack. I had a degree, a stable job, my own apartment. I walked into that house with confidence, carrying a dish in my hands and a fire in my heart. At first, everyone was shocked to see me. Dad's fake smile faltered, but he tried to keep it together. "Oh, look who decided to show up," he muttered. We sat at the table. The same long wooden table where he'd humiliated me. He started bragging about his job, his connections, his perfect family. Same old act. That's when I stood up, lifted my glass, and said loudly, "I just want to make a toast." The room quieted. I looked my dad dead in the eyes and said, "3 years ago, you threw me out of this house. You called me a failure in front of everyone. Tonight, I just want to thank you, because that moment lit a fire in me. And now, I'm thriving. I finished school. I bought my own place. I built a life without you. And the truth is, your words didn't break me. They made me unstoppable."
And the truth is, your words didn't break me. They made me unstoppable.
Gasps. Silence. My dad's face turned red. He tried to laugh it off, but everyone could see the truth. He was humiliated. I ended the toast with one last dagger. "So cheers, Dad. You were right about one thing. I don't belong in your house anymore. I built my own, and it feels a lot more like home than this ever did." I placed my glass down, grabbed my coat, and walked out before he could say a word. The look on his face. Priceless. For once, the power was mine. The man who had thrown me away like garbage now sat in silence, exposed in front of everyone. And me. I walked away lighter, stronger, free. Sometimes, revenge isn't about screaming or fighting back. It's about rising so high, the person who tried to bury you has no choice but to choke on their own regret. If this story hit you in the heart, smash that like button. Tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen? And don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this. Until next time, stay strong, and never let anyone tell you you're not enough.